What does persuasion has to do with sales and the act of falling in love? Stay and learn the fundamentals of a sales process with a happy ending. Happy present moment and welcome to JeanetteSalvatierraTV, your community for information and inspiration to become a business person, prosperous with great results and above all, fulfilled and happy. I'm your hostess, Jeanette Salvatierra. Do you remember the time when you started a romantic relationship? During all that process, persuasion was probably used. To persuade is to exercise your ability to influence another person for that person to decide that something that is favorable for both of you. It's not manipulation. You will never want to do something like that to a person who you love or appreciate, a potential client of yours, for example. You want that your client make a purchase decision that is beneficial for him or her. So persuasion is a legitimate thing to do, honest and just, something that will make the decision come sooner, faster, and even more pleasant and beneficial for all. Aristotle, back in the 2nd century BC, explained it very well in his famous Rhetoric. He explained that there are 3 principles that lead people to buy ideas, and that 23 centuries later, scientists has shown how it worked. And this is what the famous Neuro cells teach. In other words, the same principles with another name. These 3 principles are very easily to understood when we apply it to the example of falling in love. Girl meets boy, they go out frequently for a while, they discover that they like each other, and they decide to take the relationship up to the next level. These 3 principles have names in Greek, but I'm going to explain it to you in simple, plain English. And beware, these principles are still in force. They work and they are very effective because they are based on human nature and your psychology, which has not changed much fundamentally despite all these centuries of evolution. Before entering into the depth of these concepts, I invite you to, if you haven't done it yet, to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the red button and also in the bell. This way you will receive automatic notification every time we publish new content or when we are live. Participate with your comments, your questions, either in the recorded video or during the live sessions. And if you like the video, leave it a thumbs up and share it with other friends that can benefit from that content. Come on now and let's go into details about the 3 principles to sell more that Aristotle described and have been proven by the modern neuro sales science. Principle number 1, a trust-based relationship. It doesn't matter if your product is very good or if it offers to your client the best benefits. If you don't get the trust of your customer, he won't even listen to you, even if you have the best arguments. Your client trust is based in the perception of authority that you generate by yourself. You can achieve that perception of authority, for example, through references, testimonials, or what is called social proof. also through accreditations, studies, or what is called technical expertise. And my favorite, and by the way, the one that Aristotle points in the rhetoric work, the moral authority. Always be or demonstrate your interest in giving your client the maximum benefits. Earn their trust by revealing any liability or limitation of your product or services, or yours in the case of a personal brand. When you explain the limitations, people will tend to perceive you more honest, more authentic, and that connects. That act of honesty builds confidence that what you say and offer is genuinely beneficial to your client. As a lover, you can tell, for instance, marry me, I'm very responsible and I love you, although I have a little defect, and you explain a minor or relatively simple defect. In the case of an advisory service, for example, you can explain that the service has its limitations, and that and this is that the client must do the work and persevere. That's obvious, but your client will perceive that it's very honest from you to say that. Principle number 2, positive emotions. Emotions are organic reactions triggered by external circumstances or influences, and many times they appear before rationality. That is why in business, advertisement, promotions, and marketing in general, we try to promote positive emotions to potential clients. That is why that is what we call empathy, or empathizing with your client needs, to listen to them and also to promote a pleasant environment whether physical or virtual. The idea is that your client always associates nice, positive feelings with your brands. For instance, through the use of colors, sounds, smells, tastes, etc. Another tactic is to offer value before asking for commitment. Be passionate when talking about your purpose and your product. We are now ready for the next step, which is number 3, enlightening arguments. Now, yes, this is the time of rationality, of reasoning. The customer has already made the decision to buy from you because you won their trust. He perceives that you are very capable to help them, or he or she, and also he likes you. He or she identifies emotionally with you, with your product and your service. Now it's the time for the details: the price, delivery times, the hard technical data, and to close or to sign the contract. In the courtship example, now is the right time to propose to move in together or to get married. Nobody will propose something like that in the first date, right? In sales, that's the same. That is why in the text or copy from a sales page, all commercial details, price, etc., are at the bottom of the page. You are now ready to sell. Going through these 3 principles, you will persuade your client reliably, empathetically, and professionally. For more videos about persuasion and sales, search this channel using both words, and also I will leave you here a link to a video with this about this subject. For now, thank you very much for watching. Blessings for you and your business, and we'll meet again soon in an upcoming episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV. Bye!